Welcome back, all you crazy creatives. I'm happy to see you all here. We are back to give another one of Mandy's homeless figures a home. Today we have the Queen of Hell. Reaper figure from one of Mandy's first forays into painting. We're going to give her a home. Watch and see. So I kind of spent a while staring at her, trying to decide what I wanted to actually do as far as a base for her. And I hemmed and hawed, and I thought about putting her on a base where, it is all happy and springy, and she was corrupting it and, causing poisonous water to start running through the scene. And that didn't feel quite right. And then I thought about where you might find a Queen of Hell, and I saw her walking across the aftermath of a battle in hell. With the cracked earth and the fire, the dead soldiers, and it was perfect. So I got to work, I chopped up some cork, cut them up to fit in the base real nice to give us a few different layers and some texture. I scraped for a while at the edges of the cork so that it wasn't all sharp and angular, or sharp and regular. It's pretty angular if you look at it, but it doesn't look like it came out of a factory. It resembles rocks pretty well. And then I started gluing it down in irregular places. I used all those crumbled pieces, the leftovers from my texturing, to go in what's going to be the big fiery crevices, so that they've got some texture. I never think of, rivers of fire or lava as smooth. They always seem rocky with stuff sticking out of them. So now it's got some texture and I can work with that. So we've got our cork rocks glued down. We've got our, little towering place for her to stand all set up. I've got a few stone rune bits. Those are from Epic Basing. I love those. Time to put some paint down. I started the way you always start, with black primer. Give it a nice, even, monochrome, boring base starting point. After that, dry gray brush to pull out all the texture. The edges of those stones make it actually look like rocks. Then, because we're in hell and we're surrounded by flames and lava, a very gentle airbrushing of red ink, just to give it kind of a hint of that red glow that I feel like hell always has. Then it was onto the lava, and the lava actually went much, much easier than I expected. I want to do a lot more blending and evening things out, but as I compared to photos, a lot of times there's a lot of definition between the colors in lava, I feel like. So I really like the way this is going to work out. I started with a bright orange over all the reds and grays and blacks that I've got down. Then I did a neon yellow for just the hottest points of the lava and fire. Honestly, I think it looks pretty sharp. Dry brushed in a little bit more black just to cover up a few places that had gotten a little bit too bright in places, and we're solid. Now we paint up some of the victims that she's going to be overlooking. These are just 3D printed skeletons that I've got. White base color with skeleton horde contrast paint over them and some metallics for the weapons. And Bob's your uncle, you've got, dead skeletons. Here we are putting her in place, her final resting place, surveying the destruction her armies have wrought. And there you go, one less homeless miniature in the cabinet. I think it turned out really great. You let me know what you think in the comments. I want to thank you for joining us and thank all of our patrons. If you want to join them in the community we've got going over there, you get to help out naming our new mimic. Feel free to join up on Patreon. Other than that, thanks for stopping by. I hope you all have fun and keep creating.